Hey guys and gals, I got another one for you today. Today I'm platooned up with Hoops, and we're both in our Super Conqs. We're working towards the machine together, and we are on Icebound. Sorry, I was thinking of the map. I couldn't remember what this map was called. Even though it was right on the screen, I wasn't paying attention to the screen. Anyways, Super Conq. If you like the Conqueror, you will love the Super Conqueror. The upper plate's got some spaced armor. The sides are a little bit stronger, so you can side scrape a little bit more effectively, and the gun is just a touch better. And it's a Super Conqueror. It is a Super Conqueror. So if you like Conqueror, you will like the Super Conqueror. Alright, so Icebound. I really don't like the 890 line, just because if you're in the north, everybody runs to the hills. I shouldn't say everybody. A lot of players in tanks that shouldn't be up in those hills go to those hills, and then it makes it difficult to cross the zero line. However, you can effectively cross it if you have enough tanks and you just push right to the bottom of the hills over there. However, if you make that push, you can get locked down and be pushed into a crossfire, so I like to make sure that the 1, 2, 3 line is taken care of. And generally, I don't have much support over here, but it looks like I got a decent amount of help. It's just, I just need them to pull up a little bit. So I say SOS because I got 2 heavy tanks here, 3 heavy tanks here. And where I haven't taken any damage and I'm not too worried about it, if these guys decide to push on me, or essentially there's tanks that come off the one line to give these guys a hand, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. So 257, that's a tricky tank to pen. You want to be above his middle side armor there. Really just taking his track off is kind of like shooting an T110 series tank too low, because it has a boat hull. So if you shoot too low, then you're going to not pen it. And you can see at that angle he was side scraping just fine, and that was kind of ridiculous for me to try to even pen that. So I shoot his front plate, and now I'm just going to ignore him. I have plenty of tanks behind me. At some point they'll pull up. It'll be disappointing if I do get shot in the back by him, but I don't have to worry about that because my Death Star pulled up and got him. And I want to pick up the pace, start flanking the middle. If I can flank the middle and then we can push north, the game's pretty much over, right? So there's a T-30 right here. I'm going to use this little pile of rubble to cover my lower plate, which is the weak point in the Super Conq. Now, the Death Star shuts down the T-30, and this E-75 is trying to escape, but he has no really any place to go. So we push through, and now I think at this point Hoops loses connection. I know the last words I hear come out of his mouth say, "I wish somebody would come help me with this E3." And then the T-54 came up behind him and killed him. Alright, so I lose Hoops to some lag, and we do have a 9 tank advantage. And this is honestly a great game for the Super Conqueror in the fact that it shows off its gun, its armor, as long as you can keep that lower plate covered. I mean, so the turret ring is actually a weakness on this. Some people can pen it pretty reliably. I struggle a little bit, but I also don't spam premium rounds in all my tanks, and that can help you. Now I aim for the lower plate, but RNG makes me hit a little high, and I bounce off his spaced armored upper plate, and that time I smash his front drive wheel off, track him in place. I do have to take a shell for it because I continually drive forward, and really at this point I'm thinking in my head, it's okay if I take some damage. I want to push forward so I'm the first one to the next tanks. It's not like you can take your hit points with you to the next game, so since I had so many hit points, it doesn't matter if a Super Conqueror hits me. My gun is going to be effectively taking down the rest of the Reds. And as I swing around to get this heavy tank, my Death Star shuts him down, and then the E5 on the enemy team shuts down my M103. So where I thought it was going to be close to over, I still might have a chance to get to him. He's pretty healthy, and my 257 only has 100 hit points. So it'll be interesting to see if the 257 actually wants to engage him. And you can also say at the end of the game, in this scenario, a lot of people think the game is over. So my 257 could pull out and die. My heavy tank up north could get killed by Artie, and then it'd be just me and the Death Star left against a heavy tank and Artie. But then I check to make sure, and my AMX is pretty much full health. Now he could still get one-shotted by Artie, but the chances of it's probably not very good. And he actually shuts down the GW Tiger, which now he's going to be in contention for some of this E5. So I'm hoping that the E5 stays in that mountain pass and allows me to get up there. So as I come around the corner, I get to see the side of his tank, which is perfect. I get an ammo rack, I track him, he panics, doesn't take his time to shoot me, and I tried to shoot his rear drive wheel there. I did damage his fuel tank, so maybe I can light a fire here. Sneak around. I'm going to try to get some track assist. Barely could see him, and I was on the move, so that was kind of a lucky shot. But I did aim it, and RNG flew true, and my Death Star cleans up the E5. So that game just happened so fast and so smooth, I didn't even realize that this was a contender for an ace tanker. But nonetheless, as the machine contract pops through, we do 6,300 damage, 1,200 assisted, 3,500 blocked, high caliber, nice ace tanker in the Super Conq. That's really all I got for you guys. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video.